Ever get that feeling? Like there's a whole other, you just below the surface, waiting to be discovered. Well, today we're taking a deep dive into an idea that might help unlock that hidden potential.
We're talking about Carl Jung and his concept of the self.
Exactly. Now, we've both done a lot of reading on this, so no need for the Psych 101 recap, right? We're going beyond the basics today.
Absolutely.
So, for anyone listening, get ready to go deep. This isn't just about understanding yourself a little better. It's about becoming a more complete, more fulfilled you.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, let's start with the big question. What exactly is this self that Jung was talking about? Because it's not just another word for the ego.
Right. The ego is just the tip of the iceberg. Think of it like the part of you that puts on a mask, the one everyone sees out in the world.
The face you show at work, online, all that.
Exactly. The self, though, that's the whole iceberg. All the hidden depths underneath.
Okay, I like that.
It's this force deep down that's always pushing for balance and wholeness within your psyche.
And one of the coolest things I found in the research is that the self isn't just some abstract concept. It pops up everywhere. In dreams, ancient myths, even those cool symbols like mandalas and the tree of life.
Absolutely. Those symbols, ancient as they are, still speak to something deep within us. Even today, they hold a powerful draw for anyone searching for meaning in their life.
Yeah, like that mandala. A circle representing wholeness, all those intricate patterns. It's like visually mapping out how to bring all the different parts of yourself together.
Exactly. And think about the tree of life. The branches reaching up to the heavens, roots grounded firm in the earth. It's this beautiful image of how everything is connected.
So how do we actually begin this journey toward wholeness? Jung called it individuation. What does that even look like in real life?
Well, individuation is about uncovering your true, authentic self, stripping away all those layers, all the mask you've put on to reveal the unique individual you were meant to be.
But it's not like flipping a switch, right? It's a journey, a process.
Exactly. And often that journey starts with facing what Jung called the shadow.
The shadow. That sounds kind of ominous.
I know, right? But it's not evil or anything. The shadow is basically all those parts of ourselves that we don't like to admit we have. Fears, insecurities, those less than flattering emotions like anger, jealousy, the stuff we try to hide away.
Oh, so those times when you find yourself judging someone for something you secretly dislike about yourself.
Precisely. That's the shadow at work. We try so hard to keep it hidden, but integrating those parts is actually crucial for becoming whole.
So if we're trying to become whole, how do we actually deal with this shadow?
First, you got to become aware of it. Start noticing those quick judgments you make, the things that trigger you.
So like keeping a journal,
Yeah.
therapy, stuff like that.
Exactly. Those can be really helpful, even exploring your dreams. The goal isn't to eliminate the shadow, but to accept it, even embrace it as a part of who you are.
Okay, so we face the shadow. What's the next stop on this individuation train?
Another major step is balancing what Jung called the anima and animus. Now, these are a little tricky, but stick with me.
Lay it on us.
The anima represents the feminine principle within a man.
Okay.
And the animus represents the masculine principle in a woman. Now, this isn't about traditional gender roles or anything like that. It's about the energy within.
Okay.
So finding that harmony between your masculine and feminine sides, regardless of your gender, is key to individuation.
So like a super analytical person, say a scientist or something, might need to tap into their creative side more to find that balance.
Exactly. We all have both masculine and feminine qualities within us, and finding that sweet spot between them is key.
So first you face your shadow, then you balance the anima and animus. What's the final piece of this individuation puzzle?
The final piece, and this one can be a real challenge, is transcending the ego.
Wait, transcending the ego. So are we talking about getting rid of it altogether?
Not exactly. It's more about recognizing that the ego, while useful, has limitations, shifting your perspective beyond those limits.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get it.
It's about moving beyond those self-centered desires that the ego loves so much and connecting to something bigger, seeing yourself as part of something larger.
This is all pretty mind-blowing stuff, but I think some of our listeners might be wondering, what does this all actually mean for me? Why should I care about this self?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Well, understanding yourself can help you make choices that line up with what you truly value, not just what your ego wants in the moment.
So it's about figuring out what truly brings meaning to your life.
Exactly. Think about something big, like a career change. The ego might say, go for the money, the status, but yourself. It's asking what truly brings you purpose, what aligns with your deepest values.
And then how about relationships? Seems like having a better understanding of yourself would have a huge impact on how you interact with others.
Absolutely. By understanding your own shadow, your own inner dynamics, you can navigate conflicts with much more empathy and compassion.
Because we're all on our own individuation journeys.
Exactly.
So by taking this journey of individuation, facing our shadow, balancing those inner opposites, and connecting to something bigger, we can unlock a more authentic, more fulfilling life.
And remember, the self isn't a finish line you cross. It's an ongoing process, always unfolding. A journey of becoming whole, embracing all that you are, and living a life that truly resonates with your deepest self.
What an incredible idea to explore. As you go about your day today, think about it. What parts of your personality might be out of balance? Is your inner conductor ready to create a more harmonious symphony?
It all starts with asking the question.
And that's what deep dives are all about.
Absolutely.
Until next time, keep exploring.
Keep diving deep.